What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Foundation Galactic Frontier video today. In today's video, we are talking about the Demerzel versus the Graham, why one of them potentially wins in one-on-one PvP, and which ones you should pick for your Kenetic and or your beam ships. So get excited. I'm going to keep this video as short as I can, and we'll give a special shout out to our stream sponsor, Lutify, in just a moment. Many folks will go to the grave saying that the Graham is a much stronger ship for Kenetic. And as far as raw damage output goes, the Graham is going to be better in raw damage output than the Demerzel. Let's talk about why, and then we'll get to the Demerzel and why it wins in one-on-one. First off, the Graham has healing. It has an int-based skill, which pairs better with Kenetic than the attack-based skill in Demerzel, and it has healing. And it also has 120 energy regeneration when you activate the skill. Having more energy generation means you're going to trigger more of your champion abilities, basically contributing to a much higher damage, healing, shielding output from your overall Graham build with your Kenetic setup. In addition, the Graham has a fantastic ability that gives you 15% bonus attack, defense, and intellect, and this get the jump ability makes Graham very attractive for Kenetic builds. Flipping over to the Demerzel, folks, you can see that the primary ability here, jamming a missile, is an attack-based damage dealing ability that also debuffs the enemy. It is going to go ahead and reduce enemy damage dramatically because it's going to reduce the energy generation by 10%. This skill is not awakened. As you continue to power up the tier level of your Demerzel, you're going to go ahead and unlock even higher energy generation reduction, up to 18% when you get to tier 3, which my Demerzel is now tier 3. In addition to energy reduction, you are going to apply a fantastic debuff called Tactical Oppression, and this is going to reduce the enemy's stats on their ship dramatically. This is going to, during the duration of the energy reduction ability, also reduce the target's attack and intellect by 20%, massively reducing any damage or healing that that ship is going to do. Spaceship in the Sun event comes out every couple weeks. This is going to allow you to purchase these spaceship tokens and summon Demerzel. I was very lucky in my first 40 summons. I actually summoned Demerzel 2 times, and I was able to upgrade Demerzel to tier 3 through this event. If you're going to spend money on this event, check the Lutify Discord link in the video description below. Check it out for yourself. They offer pack discounts. Thank you, Lutify, for sponsoring today's video. Let's take a look now at some reports against a very competent opponent. This is Ragna. Ragna and I are neck and neck on the leaderboards for fleet strength and overall power. Ragna is a little bit higher level than me. As you can see, the flagship here, we have a tier 3 Graham versus a tier 3 Demerzel running an identical Kenetic setup build. His heroes are actually a little bit stronger right here. You can see that his Zora is fully maxed out stars. He almost has, I have slightly higher level Eva, but his main damage dealer is more than 5 stars stronger than my main damage dealer, meaning he should be doing a lot more damage. But here we are really seeing the effects of the Demerzel's debuff abilities, and because of that, even though he has stronger heroes, his fleet is 1 level higher. Overall, I think my ship power, my fleet power, is slightly higher than Ragna's fleet power because the Demerzel is rated as a slightly stronger ship. But overall, as you can see, very competitive fight. It was a very close fight. I thought it went quite well. And just looking at the overall damage output here, you can see that I took dramatically less damage. I dealt way more damage. We're going to go ahead and look at the damage stats in just a second here. But that's because I was debuffing his ship with 20% attack and intellect debuff, and I was reducing its energy generation by 18%, putting a double damage debuff on his champion attacks. Let's go ahead and look at the champion overall damage output. So even though his champion is massively stronger, again, more than 5 stars stronger than my Zora, our damage output is almost identical because I was able to get out an additional 2 or 3 ultimates over the course of the fight. Demerzel as well did dramatically higher damage with its damage dealing ability than just the basic attacks that come from the Graham, giving you higher damage output, reducing enemy abilities, reducing enemies' ability to shield and heal. As you can see, his cocoon has a little bit lower shielding than mine does, which means I triggered probably 1 to 2 additional ultimates, which is going to contribute to this overall balanced output. So while the Graham may be better in just raw damage output with the stat and energy bonuses, if you're able to debuff the enemy Graham with your Demerzel, that makes Demerzel a little bit stronger in many one-on-one scenarios. All right, folks, if you like today's content, feel free to like and subscribe. More videos coming for FGF here. And again, thanks to Lutify for sponsoring today's video. Randy, out.